Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into the whole plasti-dip process, which I'm going to show you from start to finish, there was a rumor there was a Tesla meetup just about 30 minutes from home, so I had to go and check it out. And they did have some cool Teslas and modified Teslas such as these ones right here. I love the color and wrap and overall quality of the work. And then you had these ones as well, which not as good when it comes to the finish of the work, but it was really cool to see all these types of Teslas and how you can modify them just like any other car. Of course, you have to have your vanity plates on your Teslas as well. Now, the thing with this Model X here is I feel like the wheels, the spokes are pointing in the wrong direction, so the turbines are going against the wind. It was kind of annoying. I just wanted to switch sides on the wheels to make it right, if that makes sense. And then we have this interesting nose here on this Model 3, which I think is not really adding anything to the design. And then a couple of rear spoilers here. And oops, here is mine. I did forget to tell you that I installed mine already. Alright, now to the fun stuff. Let's get into the plasti dipping here. Now, have I done this before? Yes, once. Am I doing this the exact correct way? Probably not. Do I care? Not at all. So this is my way of doing the plasti dip. I've done it before. I don't care how you do it. All I care about is the end result, and in this case I'm super happy about the end result. This is my way of doing it, and that is the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? Everybody does it their own way. So I'm just gonna show you the entire process of what I did here, and you can take some inspiration from it and apply it to whatever emblems or anything else you want to plasti dip. So what I started to do was just cover everything or mask everything up with some simple 3M tape. I don't care about the overspray. That's very easy to clean off, which I'm gonna show you later in the video. And between layers, I put about 3 or 4 layers of plasti dip onto the car, onto both the front and the end. So I put 3 layers on the rear and I put 3 layers on the front, or you can put as many layers as you like until you're satisfied with the end result. So I'm doing the exact same thing in the front here. Just mask off the majority of the area around the emblem itself. I don't really care, as I said, about the overspray, because that's just gonna be a wipe with a towel and you get that overspray off. And I'm gonna show you that, of course, later on in this video as well. But as you know, I'm not a big fan of chrome. Chrome just suits a very specific car, and that is the cars from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. There you might have some chrome, but since Tesla decided to de-chrome the models starting at 2021 model year with the trim around the windows and around the side mirrors and so on, I wanted to keep that same feeling all around the car, and that includes the front and rear emblems, and that's the reason why I wanted to do this. Now, as you can see here, we have some bubbles going on the surfacing of this, but don't worry when you see this, because this is what it looks like when it's dry. All the bubbles are gone, as you can see. You just have to make sure you let the plasti dip dry completely before adding a new layer or starting to peel things off. Good morning, guys. It's now day 2 on the plasti dip, the emblems, and I let it sit overnight and it looks like this. I don't know if you can see really what it looks like, but it looks really good. So what we're gonna do now is just take the tape off in the front and in the back and start to peel this stuff off. So as you can see here, it turned out pretty good, and if you see any imperfections at this point when you left it overnight, you always have the option to come back and add another layer if you want to. Here's a better look of how it looks. You can see that it's a little bit of overspray here, but this will just wipe off. It's very easy to take this to make it clean here. And for the emblem itself, it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like the coating is very even, and it looks super clean. No bubbliness or anything like that. So let's start by peeling this off. One thing to keep in mind that's important when you're spraying the emblem is to attack it from all kinds of angles, because the last thing you want is to have one edge of the emblem still show some piece of chrome or whatever the original color of the emblem is. So now if you look at this, you still have the black piece that's in between these two pieces. So the Tesla logo obviously is in two pieces. You have the T down here, then you have the big bar up here. So I want to take off the plasti-dip that's in between. What we're gonna do that with is by using a toothpick, because we can't really go in with a finger and fix that. So we're gonna bring a toothpick out and kind of peel slowly the inside of this black part out here, and then also refine the edges a little bit, and then of course remove the overspray here. So we have the toothpick. Now all we gotta do is try to slowly remove the inside here that's in between the two pieces of the logo. It's gonna take a while because it's a little bit fiddly. But you only have to do this once, thankfully, and the logo is not that complicated, so. And now we have to take care of the overspray, and as I said before, it's very easy. You just wipe it off like this and boom, it goes away. So that's the rear end done, and it looks like this. I'm gonna show it out in the sunlight in just a second, but first of all, we gotta do the exact same thing in the front end. So what I'm gonna do now is just take the car, flip it around, and polish up the front as well before we take it out in the sun and show you off the final result. Alright, so there was a lot of polishing, but now it's finally done, both front and rear. So let's take this beast out in the sunlight, in the morning light. I hope it's sunny enough, and let's see how it looks out there. So here it is, guys. This is the end result, and I'm really happy how this turned out. Is it 100% flawless? No. Do I care? No. I hope you try this yourself and not be afraid of using some plasti-dip and spraying all over your car, even though the neighbors might think you're crazy. Anyway, if you're considering buying a new Tesla, don't forget to use my referral link down in the description. You get 1,000 free supercharger miles, which means basically you take delivery of your car and you get a free road trip thrown in with the car, which is fantastic. And also, I get 1,000 free supercharger miles as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.